Hey guys, I'm just going to walk you through real quick how you sign up for Google Classroom and give you a quick overview of what you'll find if you've never been there for those of you who have never used it before. So you go to www.classroom.google.com. Okay. You should see a screen that looks something like this. If your computer or your phone is already signed into a Gmail account, it might first tell you that you can't use it with that account and you need to switch, but I'll talk to you about that in a second. So you just start by clicking I am a student, click there. Okay. And when it asks you to log in, remember that you have to log in with your school account. So that's your student ID at ppsstudent.org. Be very careful of the double S's. They're tricky to type. And your password is the letter P followed by your student ID number. Okay. Once you log in, you'll see a screen that looks something like this. Okay. You should see your email, your student ID at ppsstudent.org up in the corner. Click the little plus sign to join your first class. Okay. You should then get a message that says join a class. Click on that and enter the class code. Please, 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 please make sure you enter the code for your class. So if you're in period 7, make sure you put in the period 7 code. If you're in period 3, make sure you put in the period 3 code. You should have gotten the code on the first day of school. The codes are also all up on the class website. Okay. Just so you know, once you've joined your class, it'll automatically link up to your Google Drive. Right? Everything is very connected. It makes it all very easy. Okay. Once you sign in and join the class, you should see a screen that looks something like this. All right. Obviously, it would only show classes you've joined. So if history is the first class you've joined, you'll just see one tile that says either U.S. History 1 or U.S. History 2, depending. If you've joined other classes, if you have classes from last year that still exist, you would see them as well. Okay. Just to give you a tour of the little tile on your entry screen, you should see your class name. So again, it'll either say U.S. History 1 or U.S. History 2. It'll show your class period. It'll show my name. If you typed in the wrong code and somehow magically got into a class, okay, or if your schedule changes and you need to leave the class, the 3 little dots up by number 2, you can click on those and it'll take you out of the class. Right? If you have any upcoming assignments due, those will be posted right there. Right? And the little folder links you straight to your Google Drive. So if you need to get into your Drive, you can do that. You can also, just so you know, always get to your Drive, www.drive.google.com. Okay. Once you click on the class and you just click on the class title to get in, your class screen will look something like this. I didn't actually use that background, but it'll look something like this. Okay. Okay. The 3 lines in the top up where the arrow is, if you click on that, you can get back to the tile screen. So if you're, in your history class, but you need to go to your science class, you click there. Okay. Number 2, you see there'll be a little email envelope next to your teacher's name. If you click on that, you can email me directly. You can also always just email me through the Gmail app, jrichter@ppsstaff.org. Those of you who I had last year, please notice this is a different email address. Also, again, be careful of the double S's. Okay. Number 3, the little box on the side will give you an overview of what assignments you have coming up. Okay. Number 4, you can get a list of your assignments. Okay. Number 5, the stream just will show you all the posts from the class with the newest one on top, scrolling down through the oldest one. If you click where the number 6 is, you can view a list of all your classmates. Right? And if you click on the About tab, that's where you'll get like basic about the class information, that's where you can find a link to the website, the school supply list. At some point, there'll probably be a folder of like the just everyday graphic organizers and rubrics that we use to make your life easier. Okay. If you are in the stream or looking at your assignment details, if you click on assignment details, you can see directions for specific assignments. If there's a handout attached to an assignment, click open and it'll give you your copy of the documents. If you post a comment on the stream, remember that everybody can see that. But if you post a comment to specific assignments, then only I can see that. So if you have a question you don't want everyone to see, just be mindful about how you're posting it. Okay. When you're on the assignment submission screen, when you're like using Google Drive to Google Classroom to hand in work, which we're going to be doing a lot this year. Okay. If, for example, it's an assignment like the one you have due this Friday, that there's nothing actually to hand in, it's just clicking a link, you're going to fill something out. When you've done that, you can just click mark as done and it'll turn you in. It'll mark you as turned in and then it'll stop giving you the alerts that you have the assignment due. If there's documents to submit, okay, you can attach them. Right. It'll also change the mark as done, will then say turn in, and that sends the documents to me. Okay. You can also, from the assignment screen, create your own documents. So sometimes you'll have a choice to turn in your work as either a doc or a presentation or a drawing. And then you can create your own document. And then again, you mark as done. When you want to turn in files, again, you just hit turn it in once you've done the work, obviously, right? And that sends it to me automatically. It's very convenient. You don't have to attach things to email. You don't have to remember to click the blue button to share your documents with me. This makes things so much easier. Okay. When you turn a document in, it automatically changes the ownership of the document from you to me, which means that while you can still look at the document, once you turn it in, you aren't allowed to edit it or make changes to it anymore. If you suddenly realize that you forgot to proofread or you remembered the answer that you want to go in and make a change, there's an unsubmit button. If you click unsubmit, that gives you back your editing rights and you can make changes, right? And again, you can click on My Assignments to see all of your assignments. That's just a real quick overview. As we go through the year, I'll walk you through more stuff in class, but just so when you're signing in for the first time, you can get a look at everything that you need. If you have any questions, as always, you can either email me, comment in the stream, or as always, message me through Remind. Okay, hope you're having a great night. See you tomorrow.